you notice anything? I got no back seat. So Luke took that out the other day and I have no real plan. But luckily Luke is gonna help me and I'm hoping you guys will too. So I have never been on a road trip before. I've literally walked further than I've driven, like by a lot. I did the Appalachian Trail, so I hiked 2,190 miles in one shot essentially. In driving, I think the furthest I've been is like Philly, which is, how far is that? Freaking 300 miles. That's crazy. I've walked way further than I've driven. I wonder if I've also been to Montreal by car. Is that further? Montreal. 260 miles. Yeah, I haven't gone very far in the car. Alright, let's brainstorm here. Road trip. Okay. So I watched some YouTube videos of how people did their like cars, van builds, whatever, conversions for road tripping, and I am not that skilled and I don't know that I really need all of that. So I was talking to Luke about if we could just, like, if the back seat is in the car but just folded down, it's like slightly not level, and then if you take the back seat out, it goes down to the floor. So I thought if we just took out the back seat, it would just be like an easy, like just build a little box essentially to like level the back, and then I could sleep in it. I don't really feel like we need to build up this huge like platform or anything, because I'm just going by myself. So I can literally sleep on one side and then have the other side for storage. I would almost do the tent thing, but I'm not really going to those kinds of places, unfortunately. This is gonna be like a work, stopping in cities and stuff kind of trip, so I'm not like going to like national parks and places that I can obviously like just camp in a tent. Plus, I'm kind of like excited about the idea of sleeping in the Jeep. So I don't know, other than just like what I thought would be like a simple like, oh, just build a little box is really, I don't think gonna be quite that simple. There's all these like bolts sticking out and yeah. Outside of that idea, I have not done much about what I'm gonna do, and I'm leaving in a few weeks. Where to sleep? Like, I thought you could just like sleep anywhere, kinda. I don't know what I thought, but I thought, yeah, you just drive off the beaten path and find a spot, like how when you're hiking, backpacking. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like that is what you do. I know that people sleep in Walmart parking lots, and that's a great last resort, but do I want to sleep in Walmart parking lots for 2 weeks straight? Not really. Truck stops are another one. Yeah, okay, good last resort, but not where I would prefer to be. And then campgrounds. So I downloaded this app called The Dirt, and it lists like campgrounds, which is cool, but first of all, a lot of them are expensive. They're like family big campgrounds for like RVs and stuff, and that's just not really, I mean, I guess I'll do that, but also I'm not gonna bring a tent, so it like has to be like a drive up. I just don't need a whole site. I just need a place to sleep. I don't know. Can someone help me? Like, is that just not how it works? I can't just sleep anywhere? Is it like not legal, or is it just not safe, or is there just nowhere to do it? Yeah, I think right now that's my biggest conundrum, is that a word? Of just like, where do I sleep? I've been planning logistics as far as like where I need to be each day for work, but I have not figured out where I'm gonna sleep each night. And part of me wants to wing it, but then the other part of me is like, I've never done a road trip and I don't know if I'm gonna have that much time to just figure it out as I go. And I, like I said, would rather not get stuck in Walmart parking lots every night. Help me. Where to pee? Another one that, like, I don't know, I just thought because I have lived on foot and out of a backpack that this would all be easy. And I just, when I first pictured going on a road trip, I just thought, oh, I'll just pee anywhere, it doesn't matter. But I don't know, I was like thinking about like, oh, if I know somebody somewhere, maybe I could just stay in my Jeep, like in their driveway or something. If I'm in a residential area, like where do I pee? I would just pee outside, like behind a bush or something, but everybody has Ring cameras these days. Or even if I'm in a Walmart parking lot, like if it's a 24-hour Walmart, do I walk all the way inside to pee in the middle of the night? Or if it's not a 24-hour Walmart, I can't just pee outside. There's cameras, right? There's freaking lights. There's other people. I don't know. Where do we pee? I guess I understand that I probably need to use like a bucket or something. I just really don't want to. This just wasn't an issue when I was hiking. Easy pass. I have never had a transponder thing for tolls. If I get a New Hampshire Easy Pass, does it work everywhere, like in Ohio and stuff? Because I don't want to have one and then go through a toll thinking it works and then it doesn't work. I don't know. Do you guys get my question here? Okay, based off of YouTube videos, I feel like a lot of people had like fire extinguishers. I don't even know how to spell that. Yeah, do I really need a fire extinguisher? But to that point, more like if I'm gonna bring my camping, backpacking little stove and fuel and some dehydrated meals, can I just cook in the car? Are the fumes an issue if I was all closed into my car? Do I have to worry about starting a fire? Do I really need a fire extinguisher? Do I have to worry about mice coming in while I'm sleeping? I like don't even know the questions to ask because I've never done this before and I just feel like I'm gonna learn as I go. I should probably just sleep in my Jeep in the driveway a couple of times before I leave. So yeah, I guess like what am I not thinking about? If you've been on a road trip. Okay, so on YouTube videos, I did see like lighting, you know, either my headlamp would be simple or get some like magnet lights, I think, work in the Jeep. So lighting, curtains, blackout curtains. Let me show you the only things I've gotten so far for this trip, seriously, are, ready for this? The necessities. Okay, twinkle lights. From REI. In my defense, I actually bought these as like a stocking stuffer for Luke for Christmas and they never came, so I recently reached out to see what the fuck and then they resent them to me. And so yeah, I was just thinking that it would be kind of cute, you know, like the bar in the back of the Jeep, to just like do it inside the Jeep for the road trip. Anyway, and then the only other thing I got is hooks. You know the like headrest, how it's got the two metal poles that the headrest sits on? So like these would hook on those. So I don't know, you can hang a towel or something. I don't know. Help me. I'm so excited. And I'm also a little stressed out. I feel like I have so much to figure out. My stomach's growling. Miss Piggy, I'm gonna miss you. I love you. So that's really it. That's all I wanted to say in this video, was that I'm planning a road trip and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I hope you guys will give me your suggestions down below. So yeah, thank you in advance and I will see you guys next week.